Hello all and welcome back. So we've had some concerning rumors come out for the DCU this past week, and I want to go over them and my thoughts on them and how they could drive that nail in this universe's coffin. Remember, just my opinion, not the right opinion, and major spoilers ahead. The first is in regards to the Batman Brave and the Bold movie, which I like the concept of, with Batman having to meet and team up with Damian Wayne, his son, and my personal favorite Robin from the comics. It was one of the few DCU projects I was looking forward to, and had Andy Muschietti directing. And I'm one of the few who really liked the Flash movie he did, in particular a lot of the Batman stuff. However, a rumor resurfaced that had been mentioned before that James Gunn himself will direct it, likely meaning we would have a hand in writing it as well. This is a bad idea if you ask me. I don't trust him as a director or writer to handle a serious, dark character like Batman, as it's not his style. His talent is quirky groups of non-A-list characters teaming up, like Guardians of the Galaxy and Suicide Squad. The one time he did a movie about an A-list hero being Superman, it showed his limitations in my opinion. For example, his portrayal of Superman brought down the character for me. In an effort to make him relatable, like he does with other comic characters, Gunn ended up making the character look weak as Superman spends much of the movie getting his ass kicked and being saved by other characters. And like other Gunn characters, he came across as a man-child with his emotions like letting the hashtag supershit get to him, and his first meeting with Lex Luthor, he's just shouting. I've always seen Superman as DC Comics' greatest, most pure hero and a badass force of nature with his godlike powers, something previous iteration like Reeve and Cavill had in them. But Gunn's Superman just doesn't, and the way he's shot isn't flattering, as there is only a handful of shots of Superman that I liked that compliment him. One being where he punches the giant monster, another where he hovers after a building collapses, and when he stands tall before taking down the Raptors. However, there are too many shots where he just looked goofy, like the flying shot with his face close up wasn't a good look, and the fact Gunn actually had him kicked between his legs at one point was just embarrassing. What I'm trying to say is Gunn's writing and directing makes Superman just look unserious and would be a terrible fit for a Batman movie who is more serious than Superman. And like Superman, I see him as a force of nature, just without the godlike powers. If Gunn writes and directs Batman, I fear we'll get a repeat of the goofy Batman and Robin movie, which was a bad look for the character. The second is a rumor about the Lantern series that now looks to be true, so a heavy spoiler warning. The rumor states at the end of the first episode, Hal Jordan, who I and many consider the greatest Green Lantern from the comics, and pretty much the main Green Lantern, is killed off at the end of the first episode. Now I know he will appear throughout the series, as it's set into two time periods, 10 years apart, but the fact in this new, supposed to be long-term, comic-accurate shared universe, we are killing off the greatest Green Lantern ever, is madness. Also, going off the trailers, this Hal Jordan is old and comes across as bitter about Jon Stewart, so we're having some character assassination there. I could be overreacting, and they could find a way of keeping Hal Jordan around as a Green Lantern, like due to some cosmic stuff like adapting the Parallax and Green Lantern Rebirth, he returns younger in his prime, but we'll see. With all this in mind and the fact in Peacemaker, both series there seems to be jokes at the expense of heroes like Aquaman sleeping with the fishes, not in the mobster way. Guy Gardner Green Lantern is a poop freak and Batman's a pussy. It's like he doesn't respect the heroes, and I'm starting to doubt in particular with his pandering if he even reads and likes comics or he's just using heroes to tell his stories with his stupid humor. The more I see and hear of this DCU, the more I dislike Gunn, and that is not a good sign, as I love these characters and want them to thrive in live action, and I'm not seeing that under James Gunn. Thanks for tuning in. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, this is the Easy Nerd, signing off.